Kansas City, to Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And off we go from Ford Field. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down for Tennessee.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now the 2nd-year man out of Alabama, Jahmyr Gibbs. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 1st down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. That one on to Williams. He's got it. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27. They'll go play action with Goff. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On second down, Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down.
By the end of last season, Mike, on that NFC Championship run of the Detroit Lions, Jahmyr Gibbs really found his stride. They can do so many different things with him, run game, pass game, no matter how you do it. When you get the ball into this kid's hands, he can do a lot.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Woods. Past the 40. To the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Titans. Joey Sly on now for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Titans will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's first and 10. Now, Goff. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On play action, Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They pick up 17 through the air. That's good for a Titan first down. They'll look to throw yet again. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll look to throw again. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. First and 10. Now a handoff to Pollard. And he's going to be taken down.
Pollard with a nice first down run, and the Memphis native returns to Tennessee after an impressive 5-year stint with the Cowboys. He's coming off 2 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons, and he should be a huge part of the solution and part of filling the hole left by Derrick Henry.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. They'll run here. It's Pollard. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Here now, second down and goal. They'll run with speed. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
From back at the 5, here now third and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there, and now they're faced with a 4th and goal. Sly's kick is good. And the Titans will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
On first and 10, here's Goff. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Throwing, Goff. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Throwing here is Goff. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's a third down and 4. Here's Goff. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. So on fourth down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. Set to go now on first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to tuck it and go.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here's second and 6. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Back to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So, big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. He's taken down just shy of the 10. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
They'll go back to Pollard on first down. And he'll get this inside the 10, but not much further than that. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. They'll be their second, as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. He'll drop to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Traylon Burks. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Titans will get out in front 17-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Value 3. Five.
To throw is Goff. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 32 yards. Bates' kick is good. The Lions are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Titans 17, Lions 10.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Wow, they are hitting now. been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And not a whole lot there, up to about the 25. Here's a 2nd and 9. Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. 13 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Detroit.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll go right and find his running back.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. Trying to get to the edge. He will not get there. As a matter of fact, he was taken down behind the line. And that brings up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
This one downfield for Okonkwo. And he's in. Chig Okonkwo. Touchdown, Titans. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end, and when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to the air, it's Goff. That's into the hands of the fullback. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for fourth down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Tyler Lockett, touchdown Tennessee. The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for two.
The Titans will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to run with Pollard. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
29, Lions 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. On first down, it's Goff. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. He'll look to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. To the right side they go, and here comes Pollard. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. They'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he will go all the way. Tony Pollard. Touchdown Titans. Spies extra point. Up and good. And the Titans will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Goff to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39.
Quick lead to Laporta on the RPO.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
On second down, Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. Third down coming up. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked up by Cody Barton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, We'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Draw play. Here comes Pollard. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
Now they'll set up to throw. To Lockett working across the field. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's caught by Spears out of the backfield. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
On the give, it's Pollard. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one, taken in. Touchdown, Tennessee. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Out comes Sly for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Titans will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Goff gives it to Gibbs.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike. It's just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
A second down throw for Goff. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. Throwing, Goff. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker. Now it's Spears. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll run the toss to Spears. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss. You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. We'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Goff to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And more of the same. Another interception. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Got a man running with them, and they connect. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one, a win for the visiting.